Hey everybody, so good to see you guys. Rebel sent me a picture, so hold on just a second. Give me just 1 minute, guys. Hey Mama 420 Redneck, good to see you, love. Hope you're doing good. I'll say my hellos here in a minute. I just wanted to say hi to you. Yay, you're in here. So good to see you. Y'all welcome Mama 420 Redneck. She's been in here before, but it's been a while. So y'all welcome her. All right, so I'll be right back, guys. Let's see. I'm still here. I'm just trying to update my picture, guys. Rebel sent me a new one, and I'm trying to update my picture. There. Do y'all see my new picture? I don't know how good. I mean, like, I'm not the best at this, but does that look pretty good? Can y'all see it? Rebel, does it look good? Thank you, Ghost Devil, for making it for me. All right, guys. Sorry about that. All right, let me say hello to everybody. Hello, Demetrius. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Hippie Grandma. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing good. Hello, Miss Sharon. Good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Hello, Rift. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good, brother. Hello, Mama 420 Redneck. The intro that my intro song is Citizen Soldier. So look them up. They're an excellent group. They have a lot of mental health songs, and they're excellent group. So if you haven't heard of them, the people that sing my intro and outro songs are called Citizen Soldier. Mama 420 Redneck. That's what they're called. Citizen Soldier. They're excellent, excellent band. Hello, True Seeker. Good to see you. Congratulations on your 91 subs. If y'all haven't subbed up to True Seeker, she will put her link in the comments. I'm sure she's welcome to. Y'all go over there and sub up to her. Hello, Tattooed Rebel. Hello, Pac-Man. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Rocket Queen. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing good. I know the famous Ghost Devil did my picture. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Ghost Devil. You're probably still asleep, but thank you, Ghost Devil. Hello, Miss Pat. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully, you're unhypnotized. It was so funny the other day. She says, "I feel like I'm chicken. I feel like I'm floating." It's so funny. Welcome everybody. Make sure you guys hit that like when y'all come in. If y'all haven't subbed up, please sub up. Thank you guys so much for being in here. Okay, tonight we are talking about, are you an old soul? A lot of people have told me, I mean, I'm not really like, I guess you could say I was born in the 80s, the later 80s, and a lot of people say that I should have been born in the 60s and like raised in the 80s, or like born in the 50s and like, raised in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, if that makes sense. Well, I was born in 86. So a lot of people say I'm an old soul because, like, I don't know. I don't know what you call it. Because I guess you could say, like, I like the hippie vibe. So that's the 60s. I like the 80 vibe. That was, I was born in the later 80s, 86. So like, I don't know. Like, I guess that's what that means. I'm not really for sure, but we're getting ready to figure out what it is. But a lot of people have called me an old soul. They're like, "Girl, you're just an old soul," and I'm like, "Okay, all right." So I was like, "Well, why not? Let's just talk about it. Come, why not?" Hello, Casper Friendly. Good to see you, love. I hope you're doing well, darling. So good to see everybody. Thank you, Rift. A lot of people tell me that I'm 28 and holding. Rebel, don't you say it different. I'll whoop your butt. I'm 28 and holding, guys. I was born in 86. I'm 28 and holding. Daggone it. I'm 28 and holding. December 86. 28 and holding. I ain't getting no older. All right. It says tonight we're going to talk about, I can't even spell tonight. Lord have mercy. I must have been half asleep when I did it. Tonight we're going to talk about, are you an old soul? Why is it important to well-being and mental health? Our hashtags are old soul. Are you an old soul? Mental health, well-being, awareness, support, be yourself, encouragement, motivation, believe, life's beliefs. That's what our hashtags are. Truth Seeker, throw your link in there, sweetheart. And Mama 420 Redneck, if you want to throw your link in there too, honey, I'm all about supporting one another. So if you want to throw your link in there too, that's more. The more the merrier. I'm all about wanting to help everybody, wanting to support everybody. Why not? World's too freaking messed up as it is, so why not support everybody? That's just how I look at it. Throw a little bit of positivity everybody's way. All right, so let me pull some information up on my screen like I normally do, guys. All right. Hello, Criminal Meg. Good to see you, darling. Are you outnumbered? You ain't outnumbered by wrenches. True Seeker, put your link in there, darling. Put your link in there, sweetheart. Okay. All right. So let me present my screen. All right. It says, what is an old soul and how to know if you have one? Some people have the nagging sense that they've lived before. Wrenchings are made out of fluff here. They don't hurt. Yeah, because they don't. We typically don't have to use them because we're about the positive and the good vibes. We don't like the negativity or the drama. If by chance they have to use them, we don't block nobody. We just let them know, hey, we don't do that junk here. We don't do that junk here. So, okay. Some people have a nagging sense that they've lived before. This may not come with any particular concrete memories of previous times on Earth. More often, they're just an underlying feeling of being an old soul. This can come with difficulty fitting in or feeling comfortable. However, it can also cause a profound sense of wisdom and an unusual capacity to see the deeper meaning in life events. We've all met people like this too. These people either strike us as substantially more mature than their years or simply have deep old soul eyes. If you feel like an old soul, chances are that you've had a harder than average time being happy. So why do old souls suffer? And what can you do to ensure you get the most out of life? What is deja vu? Well, I think we might cover it in here, I believe. It says we'll explore the nature of and meaning of being an old soul below, offering some general advice that may help you make better sense of your experiences so far. What is an old soul? On the simplest definition, old souls are people who have had many different lives. This is often regardless of if they actively recall those previous incarnations of themselves or not. If this applies to you, you probably always felt like it was difficult to find people who really understood you. In the worst cases, you may have felt isolated or deeply lonely, while in the more moderate cases, you may remember just feeling somehow out of step with most of your friends, family, or colleagues. This tends to happen because old souls feel a kind of disconnect from the material plane. Similarly, see, I'm so Lord. Similarly, they have an innate level of understanding that is simply beyond most people. You may sometimes meet a child who strikes you as an old soul. In this way, these children are typically quieter than average, more thoughtful, and may come across as daydreamers. They need careful, attentive nurturing in order to adjust to the differences between themselves and their peers. Whether you suspect that you or someone you love might be an old soul, it's important to be aware that this offers many benefits. In addition, as we discussed below, old souls can have incredibly fulfilling lives. It can just take a while to figure out what their purpose should be. 8 old soul characteristics. So, are you an old soul? While there's no old soul test as such, there are certain overlapping traits that appear in most such people. Here are 8 old soul characteristics that will help you assess yourself and others you know. This list also highlights some of the major advantages of being an old soul. Number one, you aren't materialistic. While people around you are obsessing about getting the latest smartphones, the fastest cars, or the fanciest shoes, these things will likely leave you cold if you're an old soul. Instead of being excited by the idea of accruing wealth or attaining status, you might find yourself bored by these pursuits. While you can acknowledge these things serve a purpose, you truly see them as the temporary material possessions that they are. Similarly, you probably don't waste your time defining yourself on the basis of the things you own. Please be careful, Rocket Queen, honey. Rather, you're interested in long term fulfillment, personal development, and meaningful relationships that withstand the test of time. Number two, old souls seek knowledge and growth. If you're an old soul, it's highly likely that you constantly feel the pull to learn new things. For some, this may find expression in intellectual pursuits, such as habitually taking courses, repeatedly returning to college, or pursuing an academic career. For others, it may come out in a love of regularly picking up new physical skills. In both cases, the key driver is a desire for growth and evolution, especially in terms of knowledge. In contrast, old souls are typically uninterested in petty gossip, rumors, or superficial news that doesn't have long term ramifications for how humanity develops. Number three, you listen to your intuition. One of the most prominent old soul signs is a staunch faith in your own judgment. While other people struggle to follow the advice of their inner voice, or sometimes don't even find it easy to hear that voice in the first place, an old soul easily tunes into the intuition and trusts it as a reliable guide to what is right. Consequently, you usually be drawn to people who fit with you and your values. Plus, you'll often pick up guiding signs from the universe that others would miss entirely. In addition, your friends will benefit from you sharing your gut feelings. We love you too, Rift. Number four, you appreciate the world's energy. There are many different ways to appreciate the world's energy. One of the most common expressions of this appreciation comes in a way that old souls are naturally attracted to nature. If you're an old soul, you'll probably feel deeply at peace in nature and make sure that regular time outdoors is a part of your schedule. You may feel like this time recharges and refreshes you, helping you to let go of sadness or stress. If this sounds like you, try doing more manifestation techniques and activities outside your home, such as outdoor meditation, to help boost your vibration. Old souls often ultimately decide that they want to live closer to nature and move into the countryside. It is also common for them to communicate effectively with animals. Number 5, you may be an empath or introvert. Due to the innate wisdom that comes with being an old soul, you may be highly empathetic. This means you might be able to tune into the feelings of others with little effort. This can be your detriment. You can feel flooded by the intense emotions experienced by people around you. Plus, you may feel their pain as though it's your own. Relative, relatedly, old souls are often introverts, as being around large groups for too long can be simply draining or overwhelming. When you're alone, you're able to focus solely on your own feelings and desires, and this can be a huge relief. Number 6, old souls are great listeners, giving the empathy, patience, and understanding that goes with being an old soul. It perhaps unsurprising that such individuals tend to be great listeners. If you're an old soul, you won't push your own agenda into conversations. Instead, you'll give your interlocutor your full attention, weighing their words very heavily and working to get a sense of their thoughts and feelings. This often means that, in spite of being an introvert, the friendships you have are very close and emotionally intimate. However, it also puts you at risk of being used as a kind of counselor for other people, which can be tiring. Number 7, eccentricity. Probably saying that wrong, but I'm trying. As mentioned above, it's completely normal for old souls to have some trouble fitting into the world. And one of the reasons is that they tend to be thought of as eccentric. There are a couple of reasons for this. Firstly, if you're an old soul, then you probably act in entirely authentic ways, as the judgment of others doesn't concern you. Secondly, your preferences or priorities might seem odd to those who aren't old souls. Although you are focused on the more meaningful things in life, people may think this means you are detached. Number 8, of you avoid negativity at all cost. Finally, old souls are partly defined by their refusal to engage with negativity. If this is one of your traits, you likely ex- extras- extricate yourself from toxic relationships with greater than average ease, drawn and hold clear boundaries with others, and avoid holding grudges. In addition, you're likely good at seeing the beautiful and positive things the world has to offer. Maybe you constantly feel a sense of gratitude and wonder at the complexity and mystery of the universe. These tendencies dispose of you to a peaceful, happy, and centered existence. However, in spite of this, as we'll shortly discuss, old souls tend to encounter significant difficulties. Hello, Wild Angel. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well. It says, why do old souls suffer? I get a sip of drink, guys. Given all their wisdom, why do old souls tend to suffer? Here are some of the most significant reasons. Feel like people your age cannot relate to you, especially when you're young. A sense of physical or emotional exhaustion. Repeated reincarnation could be the reason for this. Consequently, old souls may have a sense of carrying the baggage of a previous life. Those who are used to your forgiving, balanced attitudes can take you for granted. Finding it easy to underlining problems in other people's relationships and feeling frustrated that it's not always appropriate to intervene in the name of helping. Accepting full responsibility for your life, which also comes with a greater possibility of shame, guilt, and regret. Struggling to feel truly at home, sometimes due to having lived in multiple places that felt like home at different times. Taking on other people's emotional baggage simply by being around them. Sometimes finding it difficult to tell the difference between fear and genuine intuition that something is wrong. desiring solitude so much that it undermines your attempts to be close to others or reduces the opportunities you have. Being picked on as different, especially when you're a young child or working with adults who are less aware, working through karma from past lives and therefore encountering more challenges than most, being viewed as a sage who should know the answer to everyone else's problems, painful awareness of your own limitations as a result of having much greater than average self awareness, knowing all that you could achieve and then berating yourself for falling short of the ideal, pushing yourself too hard and risking burnout, feeling everything more deeply, including painful emotions like sadness, fear, or anxiety, struggling to find a partner due to difficulty finding someone who understands you to the same extent that you understand others. Old soul and and their life purpose. When you're an old soul, your life purpose can be more complex and harder to understand. This is partly because you've had many life purposes in the past. Plus, some, if not most, of these may radically differ from your current job. It is also partly because you are an inheritedly nuisance person who won't be satisfied with material gains. So, how do you find and follow your true life purpose? Firstly, pay attention to the voice inside you that yearns to pursue something more than a stable, confident job. Consider what makes you feel passionate and excited. Plus, think about what helps you come out of your introverted shell and gives you a sense of being truly alive. If you're not sure what this is, start making a list and look for overlapping themes and values. Even if you cannot pursue your passion as a central career, you can make it a central part of your life and derive much meaning and satisfaction from doing so. Secondly, think about how you can spend time both growing and promoting growth in others. This is a unique gift that old souls can give the world around them. For that reason, the caring fields such as medicine and psychology often attract many old souls. Others focus on leadership positions in charity or creative expression that help others understand the complexes of life. Finally, it's also important to tap into that powerful intuition mentioned above. If you have recurring dreams, experience unexplained coincidences, or feel inexplicably drawn to something, take this seriously. Old souls often have leftover goals and purposes from previous lives, and these may filter through in unexpected ways. So, if you're an old soul who is struggling, take heart. You have many wonderful traits and talents. Through time and reflection, you can learn to live a life that is richer and more satisfying than that of an average person. Right, that's the first website of an old soul. Hopefully, that brought a little bit more insight of an old soul, guys. It says, ever been told you have an old soul? Here's what it really means. Thank you guys so much for being in here. Please hit the like when y'all come in. If y'all haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you guys so much. It means so much to me. This is on healthline.com. All right, the term old soul has slipped back into a common lexicon, partly thanks to some well crafted tweets. Tweety. You can find those tweets here and here, but here's the gist. People call old soul as children, often experience mental health symptoms and other emotional distress as adults. According to the comments left on these tweets, along with thousands of like and retweets, that description resonated with a lot of people. But what exactly does it mean to have an old soul? Some use a term to literally describe a soul that's been reborn many times before. Not everyone believes in reincarnation, but you can talk about old souls without bringing past lives into the conversation. says signs you have an old soul. There's no hard and fast definition of an old soul, but below you'll find some of the most commonly recognized traits. Material possessions don't matter much to you. While you probably have a few cherished belongings, you don't associate contentment with possessions or money. Instead of seeking wealth, you only hope for enough money to meet your needs, with a little extra for savings or emergencies. Rather than regularly replacing technology or redecorating your house on a whim, you're more likely to use things as long as they last. Keeping up with current fashions may not interest you, since you focus more on what you can't purchase, intangible things like knowledge, compassion, or peace. You focus on meaningful connections. Old souls and other sensitive people often have small social circles. Your friend group might include people of all ages with different backgrounds and life experiences. Strong intuition is another hallmark of old souls. So you might have a knack for recognizing when someone will make a great friend. In childhood, you probably find it hard to relate to others your age and felt most drawn to people older than you. You may have wanted more substance from your interactions, but your peers might have considered you socially awkward or stuck up. Or in my case, they said that I was weird. So they bullied me in a way. Maybe you even faced some teasing. If you had a difficult family situation, you may not have much time for play, especially if you've had to take on a more adult role in your family. This would have made it more difficult to find common grounds with your peers, so you probably learned to prioritize relationships with people who seem to understand. You need a lot of time alone. People with old souls tend to feel more attuned to the emotions of others and the surrounding world. Higher sensitivity often means you'll need more time to yourself so you can recharge from this regular barrage of feeling. Generally speaking, you find it more comfortable to observe than interact. When school or work requires group participation, you might set yourself up on the outskirts to go unnoticed and avoid being overwhelmed by the noise of others, both the audible audible noise you hear and the emotional noise you observe. You may devote plenty of time to creative pursuits, daydreaming, and simple contemplation. Many old souls are also big readers. Stories of other places and times might appeal to you most, to the point where you can almost picture yourself as a part of them. Others might see you as distant, distracted, or slightly out of touch with reality. You might you have high empathy. Deeply empathetic people or empaths are often seen as old souls. The ability to consider the experiences of others and feel what they can feel can grant you a sense of maturity and gravity. At the same time, this awareness of the pain people experience can put a weight on your shoulders that might prove difficult to shift. Heightened sensitivity can also make conflict more challenging, leaving you more inclined to keep to yourself and spend time in nature and other peaceful, quiet places. This often further emphasizes your displacement from time. You spend a lot of time thinking about how to make a difference. Old souls often focus on big picture thinking rather than small details. You know you can't change the world single handedly, so you can focus on making improvements where you can. Your desire to do good can make more of the impermanent interests of life seem less important. In short, you drift along largely unaffected by the ebb and flow of day to day life. You feel deeply connected to those you consider important and might find yourself wanting to support them through challenges. Your intuition might guide you to offer wisdom or helpful problem solving tips, so your loved ones might continue seeking your advice. People with old souls also tend to pick up on deeper nuisance of human behavior. You may be more likely to believe in the underlying worth of others, regardless of their choices, and recognize their capability for change. Is it good or a bad thing? Often having an old soul simply means you perceive things in different ways. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, most people would argue that a unique perspective on life can benefit you and others in your life, perhaps even the wilder world, depending on what you do with your insight. People have different levels of sensitivity, both to their environment and to other people. High sensitivity is simply one end of the spectrum. It's not all that uncommon. Around 20% of people can be considered highly sensitive. Still, certain old soul traits might present some challenges. Perhaps your contemplation of broader life concepts distracts you from mundane but necessary activities like paying bills or getting to work on time. Even when sensitivity itself doesn't trouble you, you could feel some loss or sadness when you believe you don't quite fit in. Like other aspects of personality, these traits aren't necessarily good or bad. They're simply part of who you are. In the end, it comes down to what you make of them, where these traits might come from. While there's no solid explanation for what might make someone an old soul, genetics and early childhood experiences play a big role in forming your personality. Hello, Gone Girl. Good to see you, sweetheart. Hope you're doing well, sweetie. Virtual hugs, darling. High sensitivity. Research suggests that people with high sensitivity have finely tuned nervous systems and brains that process information in a complex way. Some experts consider this an involuntary survival strategy. When you can analyze sensory information from your environment more thoroughly, you'll probably notice threats earlier. Strong intuition can also help you recognize when people or situations just don't feel right. Childhood trauma. Children who experience adversity in the form of trauma or violence, but not deprivation or neglect, may age faster than children who don't, according to a 2020 research review. The researchers note that children exposed to this type of adversity often hit puberty earlier than others and show signs of faster cellular aging. There's no question that adversity can get in the way of happy, carefree childhood, and trauma survivors may see the world differently. To others, this perspective might look like old soul maturity. Protecting your energy. Caring deeply for others can be rewarding, but it can be overwhelming too. Unless you take steps to prevent energy drain, you might end up facing exhaustion, resentment, anxiety, and even depression. The most important way to protect yourself is to let your needs guide you. Consider these tips. If you if you feel resistant to the idea of socialization because you crave alone time, pay attention to that need. Remember, it's always okay to say no. Avoid let others pressure you to cross boundaries you set for yourself. Set aside time for relaxation and hobbies to build up a buffer that offers protection against future stress. Nature can offer key wellness benefits. So if you feel that urge to spend time wandering through the forest or along a quiet beach, don't fight it. Trusting your intuition can also serve you well. People sometimes scoff at intuition since there's no scientific evidence behind it. Yet, intuition tends to relate to your stronger perception of the emotions and behaviors of others. So, your greater sensitivity can provide some basis for accuracy. When a specific situation or person gives you pause, though, respecting that feeling or exploring its cause, at the very least, typically won't hurt. The bottom line, having an old soul isn't synonymous with suffering. Plenty of people with old soul traits and high sensitivity feel perfectly satisfied with life. Still, the effects of complex trauma can linger. If abuse, family problems, or bullying played a part in your premature maturity, it can be worth talking to a mental health professional, especially when you experience anxiety or depression. Let's see, I've already covered that. Hold on a minute, guys. I thought there was one more on this page. Hold on a minute. No. Okay. All right, and then I have one more, guys. It says 23 unique signs you're an old soul. Complete list. And this was dated April the 2nd, 2023. So this is very recent, give or take a couple months. It says, have you ever felt somewhat detached from other people? I have. I don't know if y'all have, but I have. As if you wonder why people are so caught up with small dramas and issues when you believe there's something more important to care about. Ain't that the truth? That's just my opinion, but ain't that the truth, guys? Might be an indicator that you have an old soul. Anyone can have an old soul, from children who are surprisingly patient and understanding to young adults who somehow give good advice all the time. Some say it's because of how they are nurtured. Others say that it's an incarnation of some universal force. In any case, here are 23 signs that you or someone you know has an old soul. You're more intentional with your choices. Number one, you already lived a lot before, so you know what to do with yours now. You become more mindful in your days. Although you still go about your routines and habits, you're intentional with every choice that you make. When you're sitting on the couch on a Sunday afternoon, it isn't because you're lazy, it's because you plan to rest and enjoy the quiet weekend. Everything has a purpose for you, from the shoes that you're wearing to the notebook that you write on your thoughts on. You're not quick to act on your impulses as well. You would rather take a step back and think about what it is that you really want. Number two, you value quality over quantity of friends. Doesn't matter how many people are on your friends list. What you care more about is how much you know each person that's there. That's because as an old soul, you value true and honest connections with whomever you interact with. You have friends of different ages, and each one of them plays a valuable role in your life. You're sensitive to other people's feelings. When your closest friend comes to you with a painful problem in their life, you can't but emphasize with them and share their struggle. You learn from them and they learn from you. You enjoy their company and they enjoy yours. It isn't a friendship strained by constant having to talk either. You know that however long you may not be speaking, when you do get the chance to see each other again, it's as if there wasn't any break at all. Number three, people say you give good advice. One of the hallmarks of an old soul is being wise beyond your years. This can be observed when you give advice to your friends in distress. When they talk to you about not being able to solve a problem in their life, you offer them wisdom that guides them to the answer they've been looking for. If you find that you're dis, dis Lord have mercy, designated advice giver in your friend group, that may be because of all the wisdom that you have to share with them. You're not even sure why, but very much in tune with your intuition. You just know things. Number four, you enjoy your solitude. The detachment you feel can be caused by the fact you enjoy your alone time. That's because solitude is one of the most important things to an old soul. You're comfortable sitting by yourself and reading a nice book, or going out to a restaurant and eating alone. Excuse me. You cherish these experiences because you enjoy your own company. It's one of the life's simplest joys for you. While by yourself in public, you like to soak in the environment in the abundance and abundance. You like watching how other people go on about their day and imagine an entire world unknown to you hiding within their own souls. Although others may call you distant, it doesn't matter, or it doesn't bother you at all that much, because you generally enjoy what you're doing. Number five, you don't need the latest products. Your attachment to mere material things is limited. You don't feel the need to upgrade your phone every year because that isn't your biggest priority. As long as it does what you need it to do, you're sticking with it. Instead of seeing it as an innovative device, you see it as a tool to stay in touch with your closest friends or family. This extends to your view of money as well. You don't feel the need to acquire a large amount of wealth, just enough to pay the bills and live a decent life. Likewise, clearing your home of clutter is easier for you because you don't see material items as being too important to you. You can let go of certain objects because you understand that material items don't last long as the connections you formed with other people. Number 6, listening to the latest music, watching the newest movies, keeping up with the fashion trends. These things don't concern you as much. You don't mind lagging behind on mainstream because you understand that at the end of the day, what's more important to you is that as if you're actually enjoying what you're consuming. You don't care about missing out on the latest trends because you aren't the type to seek the validation of others. That's because you find that you're perfectly content with who you are, what you enjoy, and the comfort of the clothes that you're wearing, no matter how they look for others. Number seven, you gravitate towards older people. This is a telling sign that your soul has been through life more than once. You enjoy the company of people that are much older than you. Some say that this is because old souls can sense other old souls. Although it might seem odd to people seeing you hang around an older group, you don't feel out of place. I have a lot of friends or a lot of people that I know that are older than me. I feel comfortable. I mean, this is my opinion. I feel comfortable with them. Plus, a lot of people like being negative and a lot of people like drama, and I don't like that. So I'd rather just hang out with older people. I enjoy it. You like to tell stories that they tell. You like the stories that they tell and maybe even the music that they listen to. You have a good, maybe even better chemistry with people whose life started well before you were born. In times of your own personal problems, you look to them to give you wise advice. Sure. You don't get caught up in the day-to-day stress. The daisy busyness, the daily busy, ugh, the daily busyness of life is something that you don't allow to get into your head, which that's easier said than done because everybody, unfortunately, suffers with stress at one point in time in their life. The more you're There are more pressing issues going on in your head than stressing about the schedule of your next meeting or getting into the petty drama of people that you only somewhat know. Yeah, I don't involve my stuff. No. Instead, you stay calm. That's because you're more concerned with the bigger picture, how to make sense of everything, and what the true purpose of life is. The transcendence of life is something that you keep in mind at all times, which is why you want to make sure that you're trying to live the most enjoyable and simple life that you can while you still have time. Number 9, you like to keep things simple. You keep your personal belongings to a minimum. You don't have that you don't need, and you buy just enough food and groceries, no more, no less. It is an uncomplicated existence that you enjoy having. That's because you know that fewer things you have, the more at peace with yourself you can be. What you value are the experiences you have with people and your surroundings. Having a laugh with your friends or finally having a cool, breezy day in the summer. I wish that some of that would come our way because it is hot. These simple joys of life are ultimately what gets you out of bed in the morning. You don't look for anything big or fancy because you know that the most beautiful things in life are the ones that are simple. Number 10, you're contemplative. Do you find yourself in deep thought often? Are you often reflecting on life and yourself? Old souls tend to be deeply introspective, wondering how they can improve themselves and if they are living the best life they can. You take responsibility for your actions, which is why when faced with a decision You'll be more willing to step back and give it some thought before acting on anything. Another common trait that an old souls share is that they're naturally curious individuals. They're thinkers who want to seek the truth and learn new things about life, and especially people. Their curiosity about people is what makes them wise and great friends to have. She said they're having a great time talking tonight. Criminal made you a hoot, honey. Number 11, you see life as a journey. Life is an ongoing process. When you make a mistake, you understand that it's all part of the journey. It's just a bump on the road. That's because you know that you can always choose to change and be better next time around. You don't feel rushed to achieve your goals because it's what you're supposed to have reached at your age. Amassing large wealth, owning a house, finding love, and tying the knot. These things take time, and when the opportunity arises, you'll know how to approach it. That the reason why old souls live the way they do is that they're said to have gone through life before already. The knowledge they accumulated helps them understand the most important things in life for them, sharing the love with their family and friends, and living a life of peace and calm. Number 12, you are not too concerned with material possessions. The older we get, the more we realize that material possessions simply aren't as important as our society makes them out to be. Instead, it's really the connections and memories we make along the way that truly make life worth living. And old souls tend to recognize this reality much sooner than others. And material possessions simply don't interest you as much as they seem to interest other people. And there's a good chance that you yourself are an old soul. Number 13, you easily empathize with others. There are a lot of crossover between an old soul and an empath. If you find that you are deeply affected by both the highs and lows that other people experience, then you are likely an old soul, an empath, or both. In many ways, this can be a very positive thing. In other ways, strongly empathizing with the struggles of others can be a real burden. However, it's a burden that almost all souls have to bear. Number 14, you require a lot of time alone. People with old souls tend to experience a high degree of empathy and are more in tune with the emotions of others. While this is a positive thing overall, it can also mean that old souls are more quickly drained by prolonged social interactions and require a lot of time alone to recharge. If you find yourself needing to slip away and spend some time by yourself on a regular basis, or if you find that you are easily drained, overstimulated by long social interactions, then it is likely due to the fact that you're an old soul. Number 15, you like to think things through. Wisdom and patience go hand in hand. Since old souls are wise beyond their years, they often feel the need to think things through and ensure that wisdom is thoroughly put to use before they make a decision. You may find that plenty of time for deliberation is a key part of your decision making process, and that failing to completely think things through leaves feeling uncomfortable and unprepared. If this description fits your own decision making process, then it is a good sign that you are an old soul. Number 16, you love learning. The wisdom attributed to old souls is not typically something that they are born with. Instead, old souls tend to have a passion for learning new things. And it's this passion for learning that creates the wisdom old souls are known for. If you love learning new things just for the sake of learning them, then this is a characteristic that you share in common with all old souls. Number 17, you are cool, calm, and collected. Do you find that you are able to stay calm even in the most stressful of circumstances? If so, you may be an old soul. Old souls tend to realize that the circumstances of the moment are not nearly as impactful or life changing as most people make them out to be. Instead, old souls are able to keep the big picture in mind and stay cool, calm, and collected when everyone else is losing their heads. Number 18, you aren't excited by the latest fads. Being able to see the big picture at all times means that old souls don't tend to jump on the bandwagon each time there's a new trend or fad. Instead, people who are wise beyond their years are often able to see through the pomp and circumstance surrounding the latest fad and realize that it is only temporary infatuation, no better than everything that has came before it. If you have found that the latest crazies don't seem to craze don't seem to interest you much, then you are likely wise beyond your years as well. Number 19, you value meeting new people. Because old souls tend to require plenty of time alone to recharge their batteries, they are often wrongly viewed as isolated people who don't enjoy the company of others. In reality, though, nothing could be further from the truth. Old souls are fascinated with new knowledge and experience and thus tend to love meeting new people. Like I say, I never meet a stranger. I've always been like that. They may not be a fan of small talk, large crowds, or social interactions that run too long, but meeting and conversing with new people is something that old souls value a lot. Number 20, you feel connected to the past. Does the past hold a certain charm for you? Are you fascinated by history and the tales of great people who came before you? If so, you may be an old soul. Especially in today's modern and fast paced world, old souls tend to experience a deep longing for the simpler times of the past. While there's certainly no going back now, this connection to the past is something that most old souls tend to value and nurture. Number 21, you like to reflect on your life. People tend to spend a lot of time reflecting on their life the closer that they come to its end. Old souls, however, start the process of reflection much sooner than most. If you find that you spend a lot of time thinking about old memories, the choices and moments that have defined your life, and the overall course that your life has taken thus far, in spite of the fact that the story of your life is still far from over, then you yourself are likely an old soul. Number 22, you didn't have many friends as a child. I'm one of them. Like I said, I got picked on because my sperm donor was a preacher, and they looked at me different. They looked at me because I was supposed to have higher standards, and I didn't. So I got picked on, and I didn't have a whole lot of friends, and I got bullied, and I got teased, and I got made fun of because I was not what they seen, what I was supposed to be like in their eyes. So I didn't have many friends. I had some friends, but I didn't have many friends as a child growing up. A childhood defined by lack of friends is one of the most common signs of an old soul. Young children often have a hard time relating to and interacting with older people. By the same token, children also have a hard time relating to old souls, even when those old souls are children themselves. If you have a hard time making friends as a child, it could easily be due to the fact that were already much more mentally mature than the rest of children your age. Number 23, you are very introspective. As much time as old souls spend studying the world around them, they spend even more time studying themselves. Old souls tend to be very introspective, meaning that they put a lot of energy into analyzing their thoughts and emotions, as well as the unique traits that make them who they are. This can sometimes cause old souls to be overly critical of themselves. However, a talent for introspect is an essential part of personal growth, as well as a big part of what makes old souls wise beyond their years. Enjoying life as an old soul. If you find that the 23 signs of an old soul listed above describe you and your own life experiences, then it's likely that you are one of the rare people who are defined as old souls. Being an old soul is its own unique burden. But it's also a gift that can benefit you throughout your life in a number of extraordinary ways. From the wisdom to make sound decisions to ability to understand the value of the past and beyond. Living life as an old soul certainly has its advantages and is something you should enjoy. In little time at all, you're going to have an old body to match your old soul. For now, though, a young body and an old soul are some of the most rewarding combinations that a person can enjoy. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on a minute, guys. All right, guys. It really is criminal mad, honey. It truly is. It's terrible that people make fun of people because they are a preacher's child. It's terrible. That's what so they put them up on a pedestal because they look at them differently. They treat them differently because they are a preacher's son or daughter. And so they look at them differently. They expect them to be a certain way, and they're not a certain way. So they get made fun of. They get bullied. They get mistreated if they don't wear the specific clothes. I mean, I grew up poor, and I know money's not everything, but of course you have to have it in order to live. But I grew up poor, and I'm still poor. But because I didn't have the latest trends or whatever, and I wasn't allowed to wear pants growing up, um, I got bullied and I got made fun of. So my brothers didn't uh, different expectations. My brothers didn't get made fun of. They played football and stuff like that. It was just me because I didn't wear pants. I didn't dress like the other girls in school. I didn't have really expensive clothes. Like I just constantly got made fun of. So, I just think people, like I always say, think before you speak because you don't know what somebody's going through. You don't know, when they go home, what they go through. You have no idea. You only see them. Don't judge a book by its cover because, you know, that if that's all that person has, that's all that person has. Be kind to one another because you don't know. You really don't know, guys. All right, I'm going to copy my StreamYard link, guys, and y'all come up here and tell me what y'all think about this. Okay, there's my StreamYard link. It's pinned to the top. Y'all come up here and tell me what you think of. Are you an old soul? If you're not, do you know an old soul? Or what do you think about what the information I went over? Thank you guys so much for being in here. I know we got a little number of people, but thank you guys so much for being in here. It means so much to me, guys. We have 552 subs. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. It means so much to me. Truly does. From the bottom of my heart. And I have a humongous heart. It means so much to me that all the support and love that y'all give me, it means so much to me. Hello, Ghost Devil. Morning, brother. Look, 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 look. Check it out. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Ghost Devil. Support. Thank you, Ghost Devil. Awesome, awesome. Love the rainbows. I don't know how you did it, but I love the rainbow stars. Thank you, Ghost Devil. Much appreciated. You're talented like always. Thank you. Don't be shy. Y'all come up here and tell me what y'all think. Don't leave me hanging now. Daggone it. Yeah, it's awesome. Thank you, Ghost Devil. We was talking about being an old soul. Ghost Devil, are you an old soul? Have you ever been told you're an old soul? Because I've been told several times I'm an old soul. Several times. Because I love that like hippie era, the tie dye and the colors and the just the hippie, and then I love the 80s stuff. You know, uh, Rebel tells me, babe, you should have been raised in the 80s. You would have loved it. Instead of born in the 80s. Ancient. Are you ancient? You're the same age as me. There ain't no way in hell you ancient. Daggone it, Ghost Devil. You making me feel decrepit. Oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness. More ancient. Criminal man said more ancient. Oh, Lord. Nobody's ancient. She said most ancient. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's funny. Most ancient. She switched it from more to most. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. Well, while I'm waiting for somebody to come up, Criminal Man, is it okay if I share? I know it's not on the same topic, but is it okay if I share your video, honey, or your pictures? Hello, smiles are beautiful and contagious. Good to see you, love. I hope you're doing well, darling. Thank you so much for being in here, sweetheart. Make sure you hit that like for me, darling. You ain't pretty ancient. I swear, guys. You are not pretty ancient. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. I'm telling you, I love you all. Y'all ain't pretty ancient. Let's see. Let's see where you're at. Well, while I'm waiting for somebody to come up here. Hold on a minute, guys. Give me just a minute. All right. Oh, come on up here. Don't be shy. All right. Let me see. Hold on just a second. Let's do something to lift y'all's. Hello, Misty Dawn. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Hindsight 2020. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing good. You are not ancient, Digger Duck. Good to see you, darling. Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. We're just old souls. We're not ancient. We're just old souls, guys. 63. You ain't no 63. Smiles are beautiful and contagious. I love you all. Y'all are just spring chickens, and I guess I'm considered the old soul. I don't know. Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to save pictures. Miss Criminal Mad, I'll have to find your video. But Miss Criminal Mad, she sent me some of her paintings, so I figured I would share them with y'all. And the video somewhere, but I'll send that. I'll play that one another day. Hello, Sharon. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well. I thought I said hi to you earlier. Oh no, I could have swore I seen your comment. I could have swore I seen it. I'm losing my mind. I already got old timers. Hold on just a second, honey. I'm looking. I'm right now. I'm saying, yeah, it's got it's like rainbow chickens. You talking about the rainbow chicken one, Criminal Mad? The rainbow bok. All right. Just a minute. Let me lower this down and put it in the folder so I can show you guys. And make a new folder. All right, so hold on a minute and I'll pull them over. Hey, Dumpling, good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well, darling. Let's see. Hey, Scott V. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. That old soul is my niece, came from Michigan. My niece turned 47, but since I'm a great aunt. All right, so I'm going to show you. Hello, Jeannie. Hello, sweetheart. How are you doing, darling? Well, you have a good night too, Demetrius. Thank you for coming in here, honey. I'll see you soon. Have a good night. All right, so I'm going to share the screen. Well, I can. All right. All right, so let's share. Okay, these are Criminal Med's pictures, guys. And she painted them. If I can click on it. Okay, this is the first one. I think they're so pretty. Just while I'm just waiting until somebody wants to come up on. I got my StreamYard link pinned. If anybody wants to come up and talk about Old Soul, if you're an Old Soul, but this is a picture she painted. I think it's beautiful. The colors are beautiful. Hello, Jennifer B. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well, darling. Look at the turtle. How pretty. It looks real. Like when she sent it to my email, I was like, oh my gosh, wow. So pretty. She said that was Wild Birds of Paradise. This one? This one's Wild Birds of Paradise, Criminal Med. And that's a turtle. Isn't that pretty? And there's her rainbow chickens. I think they're so cute. I'm not really per se chicken person, but I just think they're cute because of the colors are really pretty. Yes, she done watercolors. She sent them to me. I was like, oh, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. Look how pretty that is. Yeah, I said I was going to share these pictures and lift everybody's spirits while we're waiting for people to come up. That one says, who's your daddy? Really, Criminal Man? This one's called Who's Your Daddy, Criminal Man? I love the I love the names that you give your your pictures. You're a nut girl. You're a hoot. That's so pretty. I love that one. That one is so pretty. It looks like real. Oh, the chicken one. Okay, I'm sorry. The chicken one is Who's Your Daddy? Oh no, wait a minute. I'm all confused. Wait a minute. This one is Who's Your Daddy? Right? I know, they're so pretty. And that's her beach scene. I don't know what she called this one. Hey, country bro. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well, brother. Thank y'all so much for being in here. Do you see us snorkeling naked? What's that one's called? Girl, you got an imagination. I love it. I love it. I love this one because it actually looks like real, water droplets. It's beautiful. All of them are beautiful, but it looks like real water droplets over here on the petals right here. It looks like real water droplets right here. So pretty. I see necklace. I see the naked snorkeling people. I don't see no naked people. Where? Oh, right here. You know what I thought they were? I thought they were the dolphin fins or the shark fins. Oh well. Oh yeah, because I see clothes hanging up. But I really thought that they were fins. You know, like shark fins or dolphin fins or whatever they're called. You know what I'm talking about? That you see in the water. I've never been to the ocean, guys, so I don't know. But I'm just saying, you know. Oh Lord. Hey, at least I'm making y'all laugh. That's the main thing. Laughter is the best medicine. Are they hang drying their clothes? Yep, I believe they are. That's her top, the bottom, and I guess that's his bottoms. He ain't got no top. He don't need one. He's getting sunburnt. And this one is called, you said Palms in the Rain. It's so pretty. I painted spinner dolphins. Ooh. That one is so pretty. I love them all. They're all so pretty. But she said that she hand painted them watercolors, and I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to share them. They're very pretty. They're off doing so. Country bros. They just put them in the water as a decoy, guys, as a decoy. Is that water real deep, guys? Let's look at it again. I can't really tell. How deep is the water, Criminal Man? You painted it. How deep is it, honey? Oh man. Find the submarine yet. 5 humans lost at sea in a sub, y'all. Oh my goodness, Rift. Where is it at, Rift? Do you know where it's at, Rift? 12 to 20 feet. Country Bro said it's deep. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that would be scary. I mean, yeah, that would be so scary. And in a submarine, oh my goodness, because submarines are under the water. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Prayers for those people. Hopefully they can find them. Definitely prayers for them. That's scary. That is so scary. You just sent me the 4, didn't you, honey? Or the 5, I apologize. Yeah, the 5. Yeah. Did you send your video to my Facebook or to my email, Criminal Mad? I can't remember. I was trying to find it. I can't remember when. I can't remember. I'm losing my mind, guys. I'm really lost my mind. 12,500 foot deep is where they're lost. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Prayers that they're found. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Prayers. That's crazy. Yeah, I haven't seen it. What was on the news? Where exactly is it? And I'll try to pull it up on my phone. Yeah, y'all know I don't do true crime, but I'm just kind of curious because I haven't heard. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to do submarine. Is it the Titanic tourist submersive goes missing with search underway? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about, Rift? Says Titanic tourist submarine search underway for 5 people missing. 96 hours of airlift. This was dated, updated 9 minutes ago. 96 hours of air left. Hold on, guys. I'll share it to my Facebook and we can watch it. I mean, y'all know I'm not much on the true crime, but it's, it's bringing awareness. Hold on a minute, guys. Give me just a second. Okay, give me just. I know I hate to see it too. It's terrible. I didn't even know anything about it. Thanks for bringing it to us, because y'all know I do awareness too. So I mean, it's anything to bring awareness and try to bring awareness to people. I don't know what good it could possibly help, but we could at least pray for them and good vibes their way. Let's see. Give me just a minute, guys, and I will pull it up because it was just updated 9 minutes ago. So hold on just a second, guys. Okay, give me just a minute, guys. I know this is a different off topic, but it's Titanic submarine. Titanic is part of history. So I think that's very interesting. I guess that's part of my old soul too, because I like old things. Hey, Steffi, good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well, darling. Y'all let me know if this is correct, because this is what I pulled up. So and it says it was updated 1 minute ago. This is most recent. So I'm hoping this is it, guys. Is that correct? Titanic submarine missing. Latest tourist submersive with 5 on board only has 96 hours of air left. Yes, definitely positive vibes and prayers sent their way. Okay, so let's see what it's saying, guys. I don't know. Hold on a minute. Let's try to play it and just see what it says. Well, if I can get it to...
Rescued more than 400 migrants from the Mediterranean.
Can y'all hear it?
The British Navy has rescued more than 400 migrants from the Mediterranean, 40 miles off the coast of Libya.
Let me know if y'all can hear it.
HMS Bulwark, the Royal Navy flagship, came to the aid of 4 inflatable boats, each holding over 100 people on board, including pregnant women and children. The operation started in the early hours of Wednesday morning, with 8 landing craft contributing to the search and rescue effort. According to the UN Refugee Agency, around 1,800 migrants have died in the Mediterranean this year.
Prayers.
Some 51,000 have entered Europe by sea, with 30,500 coming via Italy, fleeing war and poverty in Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. Most travel to Europe through Libya, which has descended into chaos nearly 4 years after the fall of Colonel Gaddafi.
Very concerning indeed, and having listened to the timescale, it's very worrying. I mean, there's an optimistic option, and that is it's either lost an umbilical communication with the surface, or indeed there's been a malfunction and the submarine is continuing to operate, but obviously out of contact with its mothership. Obviously, at the other end of the scale, there could have been an accident. It could have become entangled in the wreckage of Titanic. It could indeed have had a catastrophic failure. The answer is we don't know just yet. What we do know, of course, it's the wreck site is off the Grand Banks. It's a long way from anywhere, and the nearest rescue facilities will be on the east coast of the United States.
Wow. So how far away are they? Because it doesn't say how far. Well, let's see. Well, that's crazy junk. I apologize, guys. Let's see. We anticipate there is somewhere between 70 and full 96 hours available at this point from the U.S. Coast Guards. Oceangate Expeditions, a company offering 8-day missions to see the Titanic debris. Okay, so they're going underneath. They're going underneath to see the Titanic debris. It cost $250,000 per person. Confirmed on Monday that its submarine was lost at sea with crew members on board. The company said in a statement that it is exploring and mobilizing all options to bring the crew back safely. Okay, this was 5. Okay, let me see if there's any more update, guys. This was updated 5 minutes ago, so let's see that. I don't know why this is in the way. I'm sorry, guys. I can't. Okay, there we go. It says why adventurers flocked to take OceanGate 250K Titanic expedition. A massive marine search and rescue operation is underway for a missing tourist sub that disappeared on an expedition to view the Titanic wreckage. British billionaire Hamish Harding, OceanGate Expedition Chief Executive Stockton Rush, and renowned French underwater explorer Paul Henry, can't pronounce his last name, I'm trying, guys, are feared to be among those on board. The company, which charges up to $250,000 to take guests to the Titanic site, has said it's working toward the safe return of crew members. Reno, like I said, I can't pronounce some of these names, guys. Who was one of the passengers on board the 2022 expedition, told the Independent in an interview that seeing the Titanic up close was the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. You're feeling overwhelmed the entire time, not only because of just the fact that you were there, but as we're approaching the wreck, I was vowed that was a feeling, she said. Miss Rogas is currently on the Polar Prince. I'm not really for sure. See, this is what I pulled up. It says OceanGate. Yeah, it's called OceanGate. It's right here. Following live for updates about the missing OceanGate expedition submersive used in tours for the Titanic wreckage. It's all right, Riff Brother. Yeah, I was just kind of going by what you guys told me, and I was like, well, I just kind of typed it in my Google, and I just went by that. And this, I guess this is one of the people, says British billionaire explorer Hamish Harding feared among the missing on Titanic tourist submarine. A British billionaire explorer is on board the missing Titanic tourist submarine somewhere in the depths of the Atlantic Ocean. Hamish Harding, who has previously traveled on the Challenger deep to the bottom of the ocean, took to Facebook on Saturday to announce that he was joining OceanGate Expeditions for its Titanic mission this week. I'm proud to finally announce I joined OceanGate Expedition for the RMS Titanic mission as a mission specialist on the sub going down to the Titanic. Due to the worst winter in Newfoundland in 40 years, this mission is likely to be the first and only manned mission to the Titanic in 2023, he wrote, alongside an image of him signing a card reading Titanic Mission V, which that is one of the guys that they're saying is in the submarine. Hamish Harding's stepson confirmed that his stepfather is missing on board the Tongiht expedition submersive. And I don't think they're having anything else on the video, guys. Oh, Lord. Hold on a minute, guys. You're definitely ancient. You're welcome, honey. Yeah, it wants me to subscribe. Hey, let me see that few minutes and then it lets me subscribe. Daggone it. Or it wants me to kind of log in and pay. Well, at least we kind of know. Let's see. What was it that I did? All right, let's see. Nope. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Here's some more info. Okay, here's more info on it, guys. This is actually more detailed. Okay, give me just a second. Yes, per person, just to see the Titanic at the bottom of the ocean. It says a search and rescue operation is underway for a submersive touring the wreckage of the Titanic. This was updated. Well, this was around like 11 o'clock. But that's, of course, the Titanic, as you guys know. It says officials are in race against time to find the civilian submersible sub that had 5 people aboard after it went missing Sunday in the North Atlantic. This was yesterday, guys. It went missing yesterday while voyaging the wreckage of the Titanic. Its 21-foot vessel has 4 days of emergency capability. The leader of the search and rescue efforts say Monday afternoon as crews with the U.S. and Canadian Coast Guards continued scoring the ocean surface about 900 miles east of Cape Cod and used sonar to listen for sounds far below the water, which is up to 13,000 feet deep in the area. Let's see. The 5 people on board the vessel, which was on expedition to view the Titanic wreckage, comprised 1 pilot and 4 mission specialists. Rear Admiral John Marger, commander of the U.S. Coast Guard 1st District, said Monday in a news conference he didn't identify the 5 and said authorities still were in process of contacting family members. He referred reporters to the group conducting the expedition, Tongiht's expeditions, for information about what the term mission specialist entailed. This is one of the says confirmed to Hamish Harding, confirmed to be aboard the sub posted an image of the vessel to his social media accounts on Saturday, June the 17th. So I guess this is the sub maybe going into the water. I'm not really for sure, guys. I'm not really for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. Says we're working very closely at this point to make sure that we're doing everything we can to do locate the sub and rescue those on board. The Canadian research ship Polar Prince on Sunday notified the military branch it had lost contact with the underwater vessel, according to Coast Guard spokesperson Lieutenant Samantha Corcoran in a tweet. The Coast Guard said the communication stopped approximately 1 hour and 45 minutes into the vessel's dive. Time is a factor, officials said. In the term of hours, we understood that was 96 hours of rescue or emergency capability from the operator. Morrow told reporters. And so we anticipate that there's somewhere between 70 to the full 96 hours available at this point. The British businessman based in the United Arab Emirates, Hamish Harden, is one of the people on the sub, according to the social media posts by the company he owns, Active Aviation. The sub has a successful launch, and the Hamish is currently diving. The company said an Instagram post on Sunday, and I guess that's one of them. That's Hamish Harding. Harding was one of the first people to travel the Challenger deep in the Pacific Ocean, the deepest known point on Earth. On Saturday, he wrote of the Titanic mission, "I'm proud to finally announce that I joined OceanGate Expeditions for the RMS Titanic mission as a mission specialist on the sub going down to the Titanic." C-130 aircraft were searching the surface, and two P-8 planes that used sonar to find submarines were part of the search efforts. Mauger said Monday. Commercial ships are also involved, and one has sonar, he added. Oftentimes, we rely on commercial operators to be the first vessels on scene, Mauger said, and so we've been in touch with additional commercial vessels that are operating in the area, as well as intonating the movement of additional Canadian Coast Guard assets and the U.S. Coast Guard surface assets into the area over the course of the next couple of days. The U.S. Coast Guard also has been in touch with the U.S. Navy and the Canadian military to determine what underwater rescue capability is available if needed. Polar Prince, the vessel transported the missing sub to the North Atlantic Ocean. OceanGate is assisting in the search and said it's exploring and mobilizing all options to bring the crew back safely. Our entire focus is on the crew members and the sub and their families. We are deeply thankful for the extensive assistance we have received from several government agencies and deep sea companies in our efforts to reestablish contact with the sub. The group said we are working towards the safe return of the crew members. Chief Seb Joe of Malpuick First Nation, which co-owns the Polar Prince, the support vessel on the expedition, said he received a call Sunday afternoon alerting him the sub was 2 hours overdue and still hasn't surfaced, and they had lost communication with the sub. At that point, requests for search and rescue had gone out, he said. A sub with 5 people on board went missing during an expedition to the wreckage of the Titanic. This, I guess, this was the tour departure location, and this is where the wreckage is right here. So, where Newfoundland is, I guess this is where they pulled off at, and they're kind of like in the middle of the ocean or whatever. It says the U.S. Coast Guard tweeted Monday night that the C-130s had returned to North Carolina and the P-8s would resume their searches in the morning. The Polar Prince and the Air National Guard's 106 Rescue Wing would continue surface searches through the evening, according to the Coast Guard. Sub has safety features, company says. OceanGate's expedition operates a trip taking passengers to the Titanic wreckage at the bottom of the ocean for prices starting at $250,000. According to the archived version of its website, accessible via the internet, achieves Wayback Machine, following Jackie's Costio footsteps and become an underwater explorer, beginning with a dive to the wreck of the RMS Titanic. This is your chance to step outside of everyday life and discover something truly extraordinary, the website said. Become one of the few to see the Titanic with your own eyes. The 8-day expedition is based out of St. John's, Newfoundland, and begins with a 400 nautical mile journey to the wreck site. There are up to 5 people, including a pilot and a content expert, and 3 paying passengers board the sub named Titan, and descended over 2 hours to the bottom of the ocean to see the Titanic up close. And I guess that's the sub, guys. It doesn't look very big. I mean, in my opinion, it doesn't look very big to have 5 people in it. They must be sitting on top of each other. It says Ocean Gate sub named the Titan can hold up to 5 people on a dive to the bottom of the ocean. They must be, they must be really compacted in there, because it honestly doesn't look that big at all. Looks like it might be able to fit maybe 2, maybe 3 people, if that. It's crazy. It says, according to the Ocean Gate, Titan is a 23,000-pound sub made of carbon fiber and titanium. As a safety feature, the sub uses a proprietary real-time fuel health monitoring RTM system that analyzes the pressure on the vessel and the integrity of the structure, the company states. The Titanic famously hit an iceberg on its main voyage and sank in the North Atlantic Ocean in April of 1912, killing more than 1,500 people. The wreckage of the Titanic, discovered in 1985, sits in 2 parts at the bottom of the ocean, nearly 13,000 feet below the surface, southeast of Newfoundland. Like a sub has limited power reserves, so it needs a mothership that can launch and recover it, according to the NOAA. It says, thank Paul is the positive expedition participant on Polar Prince post. An expedition participant on board of the Polar Prince, the ship that launched the now missing sub, said they're all focused on board here for our friends. We have a situation that is now the part of a major search and rescue effort being undertaken by major agencies. Rory Golden wrote on Facebook after being contacted by CNN. This is where our focus is right now. He asked people not to ask for or speculate on the names of those on the missing sub. I have seen some comments already on social media that are highly inappropriate and insensitive, he said. He added their online and internet options were being restricted to keep bandwidth available for coordinated effort that is taking place. The reaction and offers of help globally is truly astonishing and only goes to show the real goodness in people at times like this, he said. He ended the post thanking everyone and saying, think positive, we are. And that's the information of what Rift was talking about. That's the information, guys. So prayers they get found safely and everything, and you know, because 96 hours or 70 hours or whatever time frame they have is really not a lot, because they're at least, let's say, 13,000 feet in the water. That's extremely deep. So I don't know how. I've never been in the ocean, so I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about the pressure. I don't know nothing about nothing. I've never been in 13,000 feet water. I don't know nothing about nothing. So I'm just saying that just sounds extremely dangerous. So lift them up in your prayers, and hopefully they are rescued and they are safe and sound. You know, we're bringing some awareness for them. So at least, you know, lift up some prayers and good vibes their way. You know, I know we can't bring much awareness because we're not, you know, I'm nowhere near the ocean. Y'all might be, but I'm not. So, I mean, there's not really a whole lot we can do. but we can pray for them and bring awareness to them and lift up, bring good vibes and lift up spirits. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is so crazy. It truly is. It's really crazy. It's mind blowing. It's like, wow. And it's crazy. I mean, like, it's in my opinion, but how is it so quaint that they go to see the Titanic and then something like this happens? I mean, okay, so I'm an old soul. I mean, like, I just kind of think out of the box, guys. I just think out of the box. Okay, granted, they might have 3 days, but why it's so quaint? Like, I just believe in stuff like that. I mean, like, I'm not saying that they won't get saved. I'm just saying they were going to see the Titanic, and I pray that they get found safe. But I'm just saying they're going to see the Titanic. We all know what happened to the Titanic. This is one reason that I don't. I mean, I get really in depth in things, guys. But I'm just saying this. Okay, the Titanic sunk. We all know what happened to the Titanic. Okay, many years later. Many years later, so these few people want to go down and see it and pay big bucks to go see it, and then they're in a little sub. I mean, it doesn't look very big, so I'll just call it a little sub. They're in a little sub, and something like this happens. I'm telling you, I just believe. I don't know what to think. I just believe certain things like that are not a coincidence per se. I guess that's part of my old soul ways. If that makes sense. I mean, like, I'm hoping that they're found safe, but it's just crazy. It's kind of like mind blowing that they go to see the Titanic with their own eyes and something like this happens. It's just like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just, okay, sweetheart. I'll get it, darling. But do y'all know what I'm trying to say? I'm not trying to say nothing bad, but I'm just trying to say it's kind of like deja vu in a way. Like, what happened? Everybody knows what happened to the Titanic. They hit an iceberg and they sunk, and a lot of lives were lost. And that was many years ago. Many years ago, well over 200 years ago. 1912, I think that's what I said. Okay, but then here it is, 2023, and a little submarine with a few people on it was going to go down there, and they paid $250,000 a piece to go be able to see it. And right now they're lost at sea. Are they and they can't find them for right now. They can't find them. I mean, I'm just thinking out of the box. Is close to the Titanic a black hole? I mean, I don't know. I've never been. I'm just saying, I don't know anybody that has. But I'm just saying, you hear a lot of stuff. It's just kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, you think out of the box. You know what I mean? I'm just one of those people that think out of the box, and I can't help it. But it's just kind of like a deja vu type thing. We all know what happened to the Titanic, and a lot of people's lives got lost, but then a lot of people's lives got saved. I'll get it right here in a minute. But there's 5 people that went in a sub, and they can't find them. Is the Titanic haunted? Is that part of the ocean haunted? I mean, I don't know. My opinion, I'm just saying, what are y'all's thoughts? I'm just saying, my only thought is right now I'm hoping that they're found safe, but it's just crazy how they're going to see the Titanic and then things like this happen. It's mind blowing, if that makes any sense. If y'all know what I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to say anything negative. It's just like, what? Like, do what? It's wow. Like, I can't believe it. They went to go see the Titanic, and now they're being searched for, basically. I hope that they're found, because they're 13,000 feet of water is crazy. Like I said, I've never been to the ocean or nothing like that. But if there's any storms, I mean, I've watched TV and stuff. If there's any storms, I'm sure that, Riff knows if there's any storms, high tide, so your water gets high. I mean, like higher, whatever that's called. I hope there's not any storms while they're in there. But you know what I'm talking about? Like, I guess the water gets deeper, or the high tide, or whatever it's called. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey, Steffi. But y'all know what I meant. I mean, like, it's just, I don't know. That's just my opinion, guys. That's just my opinion. I just hope that they're found safe. That's the main thing. I just hope that they're found safe. It's just kind of an eerie feeling. It's like, wow. We can just only hope that they're found safe and being brought back with their families. All the money in the world won't replace your life. You can't take money with you when you go. Money's not everything. I mean, that's just my opinion. All right. And you said that you sent it to sorry, my arm's itching. You said that you sent it to my my Facebook. Hold on a minute. I mean, I wasn't trying to be a Debbie Downer or negative Nancy. I try to live spirits, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's just kind of, it's just kind of like a wow. You know what I'm trying to say. All right, let me see if I can get into my Facebook. For some reason. Well, hold on a minute, guys. Well, hold on a minute. And this was sent to me by Criminal Man. It's just something to kind of lift y'all spirits. And she sent me some more paintings. Oh, a minute, guys. I'm trying to send them over to my other so I can show y'all. So I'm saying, like, it's got to be, so I'm saying, what, just leave it? I mean, in my opinion, just kind of leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Just saying. Just leave them alone. Just my personal opinion, guys. Hold on, and I'm going to show y'all some more pictures that she, Criminal Med sent me that she painted. I just sent them over. Criminal Med, I'll have to send you my personal too, because I'm not on this one a whole lot. And that way you can send them to me. If you send them on my Facebook, you can send them to my personal one. My personal Facebook, honey. All right, let's see. I think I sent them all. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, so Criminal Med, she, as y'all well know, Lord have mercy, as most of you guys know, she went through. It's just kind of something to lift everybody's spirits to try to get kind of their mind a little bit off, you know. But yes, exactly. Pray that they're found and they're safe. That's the main thing. I know you would, Rift. I know you would. You go deep sea diving. I know you would. You're like a fish. You love your water. I know. That's what I said. We can only hope and pray that they're found safe and sound. But I'm just like, it's kind of like, I mean, I wasn't saying nothing bad. I was just like, wow, it's crazy that what happened years and years and years, like 200 years ago. It's just crazy what happened 200 years ago or whatever it was with the Titanic. And then these people are going to see the Titanic and they got to be found. That's what's crazy. Wow. That's what's crazy. I know you would. You got, like I said, you bring all your gear, you go deep sea diving, have extra oxygen tanks or whatever you take. I don't even know. I know you would. All right, you guys. This is Criminal Med. I asked her if it was okay if I could share this video. She sent it to me and I thought it was great. It's positivity. It's her story. If you want to say a little bit of your story, Criminal Med, in the chat, because I don't want to get it wrong. I know you have a cancer story. And she did a positive video. Was no ice block. They hit the Meg lives out there. Nobody will. I mean, that was 200 years ago, so I don't think anybody's alive now to say, what exactly happened. What kind of I ain't trying to be nosy. Colonel Man, I'm getting ready to share your video, sweetheart, but you had cancer, right? This is kind of like her cancer video. So I wanted to share it, but I wanted her to say before I shared it, because I don't want to say something wrong, as in what kind she had or whatever. Trying to get everybody's minds off of it, just something different. Which y'all know I'm all about. I'm the oddball out, which I'm the old soul is what y'all call me. So I'm the oddball out. I do different things. But why not? Okay, we brought awareness to the old soul. We did a little bit of true crime, not really so much true crime. We're bringing awareness to those missing people in the ocean. So I'm hoping that they're found. And then now we're pulling up some of our family members' stories. Why not? Why not? It's all good vibes, guys. It's all good vibes. And we've shared Criminal Med's pictures. Why not? We just talk a little bit about everything. And Ghost Devil was talking about giant sharks. Why not? And a lot of people's talking about being ancient. Why not, guys? My weird theory is coming to life with all the rich and powerful slowly disappearing. Well, a giant fish got a small soap because it's uncharted deep waters. Yeah, I think it was like what the little bit that I read, it said 13,000. But I don't know if that's the bottom of the ocean. I have no idea. Just said 13,000 feet. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, Ghost Devil. That's a good thing to talk about on Rebel Show, the We the People. Absolutely. All right. Yes. Okay. This is a video of Miss Criminal, our fam, Criminal Med. She said this is a treatment that took my bones but saved my life. She had breast cancer. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Breast cancer metastatic. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not. I don't mean to, honey. I don't mean to, sweetheart. All right. But she sent this to me, and I thought it was a very sweet and humbling. It's very humbling video. Very humbling. Y'all let me know if you can hear it. I just had my back rebuilt from the bone loss. All right, guys. To be rich is not what you have in your bank account, but what you have in your heart. I think that is beautiful. It went by real fast. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I love that. That's a beautiful quote. Beautiful quote. To be rich is not what you have in your banking account, but what you have in your heart. Absolutely. I love that. Criminal Mad. I love that. So I don't get sunburned. I love that hat, the rainbow hat. I love that. I love it. Oh, look at her. Beautiful. Beautiful. Congratulations. Love it. Love it. Love it. You're a survivor. You got a great story. I know you went through hell and half of Georgia, and you're still going through it, sweetheart. But you beat its hind end, and you're a survivor, darling. And she sent me more beautiful pictures that she painted. So give me just a minute, guys. And I will show. Oh, did you, honey? How long has it been, sweetheart? We're all about awareness and lifting each other up here, guys, and supporting one another. She said it's taken two years of surgeries to replace spine, more metal than bone now. Oh, bless your heart, sweetheart. Okay, here's some more pictures that she painted. I know, it's awesome. That's what I said. It was a great story. I mean, like her video. It's a great story. She's a survivor. I'm a survivor. All right, here's some more pictures that she painted. There's some pretty dolphins. Oh, that one's pretty. It might be upside down. Oh, well. I think that's just might be why I did it like that, but it's okay. Here's some more. Bamboo. Girl, you're talented. So pretty. pretty. I swear that looks like real fish. Wow. See, y'all are talented. Y'all are all amazing people. All of y'all. Absolutely amazing people. I love you all. Y'all are great. Y'all are such wonderful people. Great, great, great people. But I'm so happy for you, honey. I hate that you're still going through some things, but be praying for you, sweetie. I just hope everything gets better. I hate that you have to go through all these surgeries and stuff, darling. But you know. And I love you guys, and thank you guys so much for coming in here. I'm sorry we've been kind of all over the place. Like I said, we talked about a little bit of everything. But I'm hoping and praying that those people get found in that sub in the ocean, and they get found safe, and they're all okay, and they get brought back to their families. That's we can bring awareness for them, as in, giving them good vibes and all that. And if I was them, I mean, this is just my opinion. If I was them, I would not take another trip back to that. Nope. That's just me, though. That's just me. If they were found, I'm hoping that they're found. But once if it was me and I got found, I would not set foot back in that direction. I might go back into another sub, maybe into an ocean somewhere else, but I don't think I would go back in that direction. That's just me, though. My opinion. No. She said, remember, these paintings are still raw on boards yet. Yes, definitely. Keep on praying for each other. I think they're beautiful, honey. I think they're beautiful. And a sign of your strength, too. You can tell in your pictures. It's a sign of your strength and your survivalness. I think they're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And thank you guys so much for coming in here. I'm getting ready to jump off here myself, because the kiddos got school in the morning. You're welcome, darling. You're welcome, honey. I can't wait. I can't wait till you get a chance and I get a picture. I can't wait. You don't have to, but I'm just saying, if by chance you wanted to, I can't wait. I would love to have one. I would put it in a frame and figure out a way to put it behind me somewhere. And say it's from my dear, beautiful friend, Criminal Mad. Do y'all see what he said? Good night, Steffi. I love you, honey. Thank you so much for coming in here, sweetie. He said, hurry, I need a massage. Boy, my back is hurting. Come on, lobster lady. Mean ass. He's mean. He's ornery, guys. Lobster girl. I know, girl. I'm a woman. Oh my goodness, guys. Lord have mercy. Thank you guys so much for coming in here. Now, tomorrow we are covering a different stream. I was asked, which I told you guys, that we are going to start going over mental health too, more mental health topics. Which, if we do cover mental health topics, then, like I said, if we do cover mental health topics, I'm gonna go over the awareness and support for them and what they consist of. But then I'm also going to pull up positivity of it. So it's not going to be so much triggering as it is awareness, and then pull up positivity over it. You know what I'm saying, if that makes sense. So tomorrow, guys, it is already scheduled. I already have it pulled up. It is understanding bipolar disorder. I was asked, and I won't say by who, but I was asked they would like to know a little bit more information about it. So if y'all want to know any more information about anything, you know, it's I'm not saying I will do them all, or I will just, I'll eventually get to them. But if y'all want to have any topics or anything, send them to my email or my Facebook, or you can put them in here, whatever. I'm up for any topic. I'll always write them down, and then we'll go from there. And like I said, Criminal Meds, you don't have to do that, honey. I was just playing with you. I would love to have one, but I'm just playing with you, darling. But like I said, it's understanding bipolar disorder. So tomorrow we're covering understanding bipolar disorder. And then, like I said, we're going to cover like the positivity of it as well. We're going to cover it, what it is, and the positivity of if you have it or if you know somebody that has it, if that makes sense. So, but y'all let me know if y'all want anything, if you want me to cover anything. I mean, like this is my stream, but this is also y'all's stream too. I want y'all to be involved as well. So I mean, and I might not do it right away, but I will write it down and I'll eventually get to it, guys. So I mean, I want y'all to be involved as well. I cannot do this without you guys. So it means a lot to me that y'all are here supporting me. So I would love for y'all to be involved too, if y'all would like to be. You don't have to be, but I would love for y'all, if y'all have any topics, and just let me know, and I'll research them and see what good stuff I can find, and and I'll let y'all know, and we'll go from there. It don't hurt. Every little bit helps. Don't hurt. But I love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. It's set up, like I said, understanding bipolar disorder. So it's more of a mental health. Tattoo Rebel goes live tomorrow. Yeah, I'll put it on my screen. He said, I'm going to be live at 8:30 for the veterans, the story of the DAV at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So y'all go over there and show Tattooed Rebel some support and love. And he said it's the start of the DAV and what they do for our veterans. So that's what the story. Tomorrow's his Veterans Night. So that's what he's going to be covering tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And then I'll go live at 10:30 like I normally do. And then we'll be covering understanding bipolar disorder. And then we'll be covering the positivity of if you have it. What's up, Ghost Devil? You're the only one that came up here. Hold on a minute. What's up, Ghost Devil?
What's going on?
Nothing much. Thank you for coming up here. I'm getting ready to jump off here. Thank you for coming up here.
Oh, I didn't say that part.
It's all right. It's all right, brother. It's okay. All good. Well, thank you for coming up here.
Yeah, I've been busy. I've just been out chopping wood and shit. Digger's gone out, done some shopping. So.
That's all right.
So I'm just sitting there chilling.
Do what?
I'm just sitting there chilling.
Oh. Yeah, I was getting ready to go. I was like, well, I'll pull him up for a minute.
Did a sneaky drop in.
Well, you're good. Well, thank you for coming up, because throwing me some support on the StreamYard, so I appreciate it because I was just
Hey,
kind of.
all good. I would have come up earlier. Like I said, I was out there chopping wood and shit. So.
Oh yeah, your mama's gonna put you to work.
Oh yeah.
If I'm going shopping, you working.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
Proper-
Jennifer B
good
said,
luck.
I haven't heard that accent in forever. We haven't heard you in a while, Ghost Devil, brother. We've missed you,
Yeah,
man.
I know. I've been so busy since we moved.
It's been forever, man.
I
It's been a hot minute.
still haven't even done a live since like I moved house.
I know. What in the
I
world?
partially got me studio and shit set up, but yeah, I just haven't got around to doing a live yet.
Okay, I have to ask, is your house haunted?
I reckon it might be. I keep hearing doors close all the time.
Well, make sure Mama Digger's not in the because I know she don't like to be seen. Make sure she's not in the video and see if you can do the little thing. And plus, it's a new surrounding, so you're still trying to figure everything out.
Yep. One end of the house is like really, really cold, like abnormally cold.
Do you have one of those meter thingy majiggers? You know what I'm talking about, that read. If it spikes, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done any of that yet. I'm just not sure if I want to do it in my own house.
Well, just say, please, just say, if y'all are here, be good to us. Be good to us. That's all we want. We'll get along with y'all. Y'all get along with us. We good.
The friendly ghosts.
Or I'll get my alpacas on you and they'll spit on you.
Yeah. Are you welcome, bro? All good?
Rebel said, might have to do a live in your house about ghosts.
Yeah, I know. Well, the property is massive. It's like 10 times bigger than the other one. So.
Well, your other place was huge. Like you just
I
kept
know.
walking. I was
That's
like,
what I mean.
Lord, have mercy. Where's he going?
Yeah.
Lord, have mercy.
But,
Shoo. Do y'all have more animals? You have the same.
There's cows here now.
Oh Lord, you got moo cows now. We have to see your moo cows one day.
Yeah, they're I forgot what type they are. I think they're a Hereford. No, they're an Angus. Black Angus, I'm pretty sure.
Do you have to milk them every morning?
No, they're a beef cow, not a milking one. This is a working farm that I've moved to.
Oh, so they're not mama milking cows where you can get milk.
No.
Oh. Because your mama would be like, you going out there and doing it? I ain't.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was like, thank God for that.
You're like, really, Mom? I'm not doing it. You get your hind end out there. It's too early. It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
I was just sent her to go pick up a solid marble table.
Cool.
I picked it up. It was only $15, but second hand.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong. It was like perfect condition for a marble table.
Heck yeah, can't beat that.
Solid brass base, so the base pays for whatever I paid for it in that aspect.
Right. Well, you said it was what? How much was it?
It was only $15, so.
$15. So what? Okay, so like $15.
Oh, the base would weigh like a kilo.
What, like $30 for us or something like that? Is that what it is? It's like
Well,
double.
yeah, our scrap prices over here is ridiculously high. Like I think it's like $11 per kilo for copper, $8 a kilo for brass. Stainless steel's like $3 or $4 a kilo, shit like that. Like our recycle prices are quite high. You can take in plastic bottles and cans, like you know how you got your normal Coke can,
right?
Or a plastic Coke bottle. You get 10 cents per can or bottle.
Wow.
So you take that into the
Rebel said that y'all's cows make good hamburgers.
Yeah, we got good beef.
That makes some good hamburgers, like Angus does.
Yeah, American McDonald's. They jumped on the Australian beef wagon, and that's all that McDonald's use is Australian beef, apparently.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know this until a couple of years ago.
Huh. Learn something new every day, I guess.
Yeah, true.
I don't think somebody's ever. Some people on the in here have never heard of Hugo Stevel, because Criminal Med said love it, wonderful accent and artist. And then Jennifer B, which she knows you, she said it sounds beautiful, because they haven't heard you in forever.
No, I haven't been off a panel.
Stevel says it's just me. It's just me.
I'm forever making artwork and stuff, so like I'm in chat, but I'll be making stuff, so that's why I don't usually come off and panel on that often. So I'll be like multitasking 3-4 different things at the same time.
How you do it, Lord have mercy, I'm telling you. Okay, now check out my picture. Thank you, Ghost Devil. Thank you. I don't know how in the world you did the rainbow stars, but they're really pretty. It matches the background.
Yeah, they came out nice, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
I was like, how in the world? I was like, I'm not even going to question it. It's awesome.
Oh, that was hard. Even getting the red stars for Rebels one was like a mission to get them right.
He said, I am not going to let this beat me. I'm going to get it right.
Yeah. It took probably a good 2 hours to get those coloured stars right.
Really?
Yeah, because it's the black that was clashing with the actual background black.
Oh, yeah.
So to get the shape right of a star, it was just going all warped, and I was losing parts of the stars. And I've lost me pad pen to do like actual drawing.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm gonna buy another one. They're like $130, the one I had.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it's a proper like pen you can draw with and like do artwork with on a pad.
Right.
And that's what I was doing a lot of the artwork and stuff with. But now I've lost it. I'm not just
You're like
relying
on somewhere.
Relying on the other skills.
You know, when you move, you always lose stuff, or then you acquire too much junk, and you're like, where in the hell did all this stuff come from? You know?
And that's the other thing. We're finding shit everywhere that we hadn't seen for years because it's been packed away.
It's like, where in the hell all this stuff come from?
Yeah.
And your mom, is like, she's probably like, we're not getting rid of that. And you're like, yeah, we are.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we were having that same discussion the first week we moved in. She's like, that's going. And I'm like, no, that's staying.
She wants to keep everything. And you're like, hurry up and throw it in the trash. Don't say nothing. Shh.
Yeah, when it comes to certain things, I'll hoard them. Literally, like I got a thing for antiques and shit like that. Old books and shit. Yeah, collecty things. I like me collecty knickknacks.
Right. And she didn't throw away your Ninja Turtle, did she? The one you got in trouble
with.
No.
That one's a stayer.
When you was a little bitty baby Ghost Devil.
Yeah, I can't believe I did that.
She come in and told us that, and I was laughing so hard, and you was asleep. That's why when you come in that day, we was giving you all kinds of hell about that baby ninja.
Yeah, I can't trust her. She gets to say stuff while I'm asleep.
Like, Mom, really? Really? You know how mothers can be. They just love their children so much they just tell things.
Yeah, even Digger Duck's been pretty busy too. That's why you haven't seen her much around chat, because she's been flat out. We've just been doing stuff around the house.
Well, y'all been working it. I mean, like just staying busy. I see her every now and then. I was like, well, and the time changes so much. Okay, so it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning my time on Tuesday morning. What time is it where y'all are at?
2:30 in Arvo here.
2:30 on Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday. 2:30 in the afternoon, Tuesday.
2:30 p.m. So you're like 14 hours?
Yeah, not quite a full day.
Like 13 to 14 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. The time changes all crazy. Lord, it's confusing.
You're lucky the news is all like synced together in a way. Otherwise, you could like make a real profit off of being in the future 14 hours.
I'm telling you, y'all are the what do you call it? The you know, when you go in time.
Hey, all the sports scores before that.
Or the future people. You, Digger
okay.
Duck, Rocket. Let's see. Tashi. Who else? Who else is in Australia? I think that's it, right?
I'll get a couple of.
That's
I've seen a couple from Australia now popping in.
And then there's some from England. They're only 5 hours away, or 5 hours ahead.
Yeah.
But you guys are, I think, are the. And then New Zealand, I think, is the same. Is New Zealand close to you guys or no?
Dano's son said me.
Are you in Australia, Dano's son?
Where are you from, Dano? Is it Dano or Dano?
I'm bad on names. I apologize. Welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you for being in here. Welcome. I don't think I've seen you in here before, but welcome.
Okay, it's a new watcher.
I don't know.
We're Victorian. I'm from Victoria originally.
Victoria. So you're from Australia as well. Victoria. Cool.
Yeah, I'm from Melbourne.
Is that where is that so y'all moved
That's
from
how
there?
it
Is
used to
that
be
where
in
y'all are
Victoria.
still at? Is that where y'all are
Yeah.
still at?
No, I'm in Adelaide now.
You're in where?
Adelaide, South Australia. I'm in the south.
So how far away are y'all from y'all's old house?
Probably like 15 minutes.
Okay, so it's just right, basically right around the corner, pretty much. Just a
Pretty well,
different
yeah.
town.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I was thinking it was kind of farther, you know.
No, it would have been a pain in the ass having to move like that. I was so stoked to get a place so close.
Right. Now, how far is how far is Victoria from where you're at?
7 hour,
Oh,
8 hour
Lord.
drive. I think.
Australia's that big? Good Lord, have mercy.
Oh,
I've
yeah. Okay, from Adelaide to, say, Queensland, if you're going to drive it, it'd take you 2.5 days, 3 days drive.
Good Lord. It's
Like
not
if you're
like
going to go
us to
from
California, it takes a couple day
yeah,
drive.
Australia's big. It's just stretched right out, and for some reason we're like so stupid that we built all our bloody houses on the coastline.
Oh, thank you, Dano's son. Thank you, honey. I've been subbed a little while I joined after Headbanger Girl. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Jennifer B said they just moved just the kangaroo hop away. I still want to see some kangaroos go devil daggone it. I still
Yeah.
want to see some
Actually, where did I see them? Up the road. There's I can actually do that. Up the road near the winery, there's a huge paddock, and I noticed there's about 20 or 30 bloody kangaroos in there.
Well, I definitely want you'll have to send me a little video clip or
That's
something.
their
Take a
chill out,
picture.
hang out spot, so I'll be able to walk up there and get video.
Yeah, I definitely want to see some because I'm like, those are actually from Australia. Like he said, they send me a video from Australia. Those are Australian kangaroos, daggone it.
Yep.
It's not from a zoo or nothing. It's actually from Australia.
Yeah. That's like Pac-Man. He's got a parrot that looks like it's an Australian parrot. It's not though.
Right, that
He
white
told me
one,
about
Huckleberry.
Yeah, Huckleberry. That's it.
Right, he's cool. He's cool. He always wants to pick the screen. He's cool.
Yeah. But he looks like our Australian native parrot, but it's a different breed of parrot. It's like an American native or a South American native. I can't remember where it was from.
Right. Well,
It's a strange name though for a parrot. Not
Right.
Huckleberry, the actual name of the parrot.
right. y'all don't have no birds?
Oh, we used to have a galah, which is like kind of like Huckleberry, but it was grey, pink, and white.
Was it big though? Pretty big?
Decent size. It'd be the same size as Huckleberry.
Oh, cool. I don't know.
I did
know
have an
Huckleberry,
eagle
he's
for
awesome.
about 2 days, 3 days. We rescued an eagle that came down during a storm. It was a
Uh-huh.
full-blown wedge-tailed eagle, which is, I think its wings were about 2 meter span. Like each wing was like 2 meters roughly. It was massive. Like when its wings was open, it seemed like it was taller than me, like wing span wise. But it got blown out of the tree. We rescued it, and it had like a really bad thing of lice as well.
Right.
And it seemed underweight. So, but we ended up taking it up to the wildlife centre that's near us, and they took it in, looked after it, nurtured it, and released it. So,
well, that's
I had
good.
a pet eagle for 2 days.
Wow, that's crazy. Not everybody can say that they had an eagle in their house and took care of it. You
Yeah,
guys
true.
can. Not everybody can.
Oh, we've
say
had
that,
some
though.
strange animals over the years. Mum had a boobook owl that was caught in a tree, a barbed wire fence. It must have just tried to fly through a fence and got caught, and its wings were caught. But she rescued that, nursed it back to health a couple of weeks. Huge owl, though.
Dano Sands said, "You would love our lyre or lure." Sorry, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong.
Lyrebirds.
They are
That's Mum's
cool.
favourite bird, literally. She comes from Fern Tree Gully.
Is
And
it called
Ferny Creek.
lyre or lure? How do y'all pronounce it?
Lyrebird.
Lyrebird.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so I did
I
pronounce it
think
right. Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100%, but I think they're like an endangered bird.
Wow. Huh.
Or I might be thinking of the kiwi. I can't remember. But I know my mum, she's like, yeah, she got a thing for the lyrebird, only because that's where she come from up in Fern Tree Gully and Ferny Creek. I had them running around.
Right.
Well, she comes from a family of like 9 kids, so.
Right. Well, thank you for coming up here, Ghost Devil. I got to get off here. It's 1 o'clock. Yeah, 1 o'clock in the morning, and these youngins got to go to school in the morning.
Yeah, whip them in order.
They're going to summer school, and they only have one more week left, and then all hell's going to break loose in this house. Oh, Lord.
It's going to be John Snow. They go to summer school.
Yeah, they're only in there for like 2.5 weeks. They end on the 29th. So
we don't have any of that over here, like summer school and all that. We just have 4 terms of school. I think that's about 3 months.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Thank you for coming up here. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
Thank you. Hey, you've seen your outro video, right? That you made for me?
Yeah. That's something different.
No, it's awesome. It's awesome. Everybody loves it, and I love it. I'm like, yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna make one for Rebel too. He's got wants a new one too, I think.
Oh yes, we like our new music. Woohoo! You get excited.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Ghost Devil. Tell Mama Digger I said hello.
I will.
All right. Have a good night, brother. Thank you.
You too. Look after your family.
All right. See you. Love you.
See ya. Bye.
See ya. All right, you guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. And thank you guys so much for coming in here. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And like I said, I'm covering understanding bipolar disorder. And then we're going to cover the awareness and support over it and what it means. And then we're going to cover the positivity of if you have it. So it's going to be more of an awareness and support stream tomorrow night at 10:30. And then Rebel goes live tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time to cover the DAV. And tomorrow night is his Veterans Night. So y'all go over there and show him some love and support. And then I'll be live afterwards at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. So y'all come over here. And I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you guys so much. Remember to lift each other up. Be there for one another. Support one another. And I will see you guys really, really soon. And pray for those people in the ocean. Hopefully they get found safe and sound and back with their families. And y'all have a wonderful night. I love you guys. Thank you guys again for an awesome live virtual hugs. See y'all later. Peace.
Nobody's broken.